Hello everyone. It's late at night. I haven't vlogged. Excuse me. Apparently I have a frog in my throat or I'm going through puberty. Not quite sure. I have to do some work, which I don't mind. So I also put on a movie called The Possession of Hannah Grace. And frankly, it looks scary as hell. So I'm kind of glad that I'm doing work. Doing work really quick. And just prepping for my day tomorrow so that it's easier for me to do my job. Anyway, these glasses are so dirty. I have to like clean them. So I'm just gonna put you down. You guys barely see me without my glasses. I always feel so like weird. Anyway, I am going to use these. Oh. Yeah, I am super cool. I had the thing facing my face and not the glasses. Okay. I don't use this stuff very often, but these are my cheap glasses. They were like $25 for the frames. After I just spent like 200 and some odd dollars on I think they're Dolce & Gabbana. I don't know. I'm not a name brand person. Oh, well, I don't think that helped at all. In fact, I think it may have made it worse. Oh, well, I'll just have to do with what I have. I'm just using my shirt instead of the cloth because maybe that's the issue. Okay. No, that's horrible. I don't know what to do. Anyway, okay, well, I'm just gonna have to make do with what I have. So yeah, I am just prepping for clinic. Not really what I did. Well, today I did clinic and then I waited on hold for like ever. Oops. Oops. Okay. Yeah, the movie just randomly started playing because I've been taking too long to get ready, so to watch it. So it just randomly started playing. Okay, so what are you guys doing in the quarantine to keep yourselves busy? I mean, I work Monday to Friday. So it's, that's what I do. I've just been staying at mom's, so I'm not so darn lonely. I probably have blueberry in my teeth. No, I don't. I'm good. But I don't know how long she's gonna want me here. So I'll set up like a little office thing at home. On my screen right now, there's like this weird yellow circle, and I don't know what that means. I don't know. Anyone out there? Yellow circle. Perfect. Yellow circle just randomly on the screen. I don't know even. I don't know. Sometimes this vlogging thing is weird. So today is Tuesday. I woke up on the weekend. It was like Saturday or Sunday, just not feeling well. I had like a sore throat and a little bit of a cough. My muscles were achy and I had the worst headache that I've had in a really, really long time. I don't have a fever, which with my disorder, I don't get a fever. So I've only ever had one fever really in my lifetime that I can remember, and that was when I had a blood infection and it was like 38.9 or something like that, and I was in the hospital, like almost delirious. I think it was a combination of like the lack of sleep and as well the fever itself. But I don't really remember too much of that because I was really, really sick, so I don't quite remember. But this is the first cold-ish symptoms that I've gotten since I started treatment, which is pretty good because that's almost a year now. which is pretty amazing. Considering I used to have colds all the time. I used to have ear infections all the time, sinus infections. Any little cut, any little whatever, I would get infected and it would be just brutal. So, yeah, I took some cold medication, made sure it was like compatible with all my other meds. And then I started the injection, the anakinra, and I am feeling some side effects from it. Some GI symptoms. I had some stomach upset yesterday, and then around, I think it was around like, I would say like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, I just started to throw up and I couldn't stop for like a good 20 minutes. Like I would just be like, oh, okay, it's over. And then it would start again. And I was like, oh my God. It just did not, it was not good. It was the first time I've thrown up in a long time. Yeah, it was gross. But then I felt better afterwards and took a nap in between clients, and like just like a 20-minute, just close my eyes and relax. And that just kind of gave me like enough energy for the rest of the day to finish my work. So yeah, and then I think it's from the anakinra. I've read online, there's not much information because it's a very new drug. And I don't want there to be side effects because I'm hoping that they're not permanent, because when I started on the azathioprine, I had severe headaches, nausea and vomiting, stuff like that. So and it went away. It went away rather quickly, probably, well, it was about a month, which isn't that bad. The symptoms just kind of started, going down. So I'm hoping that the headaches, sort of I don't want to say feverish, but like, kind of like the chills and the sweats and whatnot. I just, it's a yucky feeling, but I'm hopeful that that will go away, because from what I have read, and of course Dr. Google is the president of health, the few people that did post stuff about it said it did go away, and they ended up not stopping the medication because of the side effects. So I just gotta ride it through. And yeah, so what else? Oh, right, cute story. So my grandma, oh, my mom's coming in here. I turned it down. I turned the heat down. My mom, it was really hot in here. I turned it down like an hour ago. I was hot too. So my mom's house is usually freezing. Stay there. My mom's house is usually freezing. It was like 19 degrees earlier, so I put it up 1.5 degrees, and then I looked like half an hour ago because I started to sweat. It was at like 22. I don't know how that happened. So I turned it down to like 18 degrees, and she just came out of her room like sweating. We fight constantly about the temperature in her house. And she says I can't touch the thermostat, but I turned it down. That's the thing. So she always keeps it really like chilly in here, and I keep my house chilly too, but not to the degree that my mom does. And I always sneak and try and like turn the fireplace on or like turn the heat up, and she catches me every single time. Oh my goodness. Oh geez. So yeah, that's what happens when you're quarantined with somebody. You fight over the littlest things. But sorry, that's just something that happens all the time. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh my Lord. Anyway, so oh, that was a good laugh. I'm gonna do some work and watch that movie, and yeah, just get some stuff done. I actually, oh, I was talking about my grandma, right? We sent her in the mail before they closed down a lot of the OLG little kiosks. We sent her a card with tickets in it because she can't get out. She's locked, they're in lockdown at her facility, so she can't get out at all. And she loves scratch tickets. She won like $100,000 a couple years ago, and like she likes to gamble. So being stuck in the house plus not really mobilizing 100% yet, we sent her a card with 4 tickets in it, and she actually won $20, which is good. So she called today or yesterday, I can't remember, it was yesterday, and she was like, I feel alive again, I got to scratch my tickets. Oh my god, it was the most it was amazing, it was really cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna do some work, and I might just make this a vlog because I can't really think of anything that I can vlog tomorrow, because when I do work I can't have the camera on because everything is confidential. But I will be doing maybe some more evening ones and whatnot. But yeah, and also mom let me cut her hair, and I really wish I would have video recorded that, or video recorded vlog that, because I never thought she would say cut my hair, but she is very and she's very particular about her hair. So I was joking, and I said, well, if you want me to cut your hair, I used to cut patients' hair all the time. And she was like, no. And then yesterday she was like, can you trim my hair? So I was so nervous, so nervous. I was like, oh my god, what if like I screw up, or it's uneven, or it's like not like what she wants, and it looks horrible or something. So I used like hold on, I used these scissors because her hair is so short. I didn't want to use like regular scissors. We got these at the X. They're super awesome scissors. They're so sharp at the end. There's still a little bit of hair on there. Oh, that's gross. Anyway, so I went like super slow, and I cut like a little bit and then a little bit more, and she loves it. So maybe I should be a hairdresser. Although hairdressers usually have nice hair, and I do not. I am still having issues with the front area of my hair where I was stressed and pulled a lot of it out, which I know is a disorder, and I don't do it all the time, but when I am stressed, I do pull like my eyelashes, my eyebrows, my hair last, because only when I'm really stressed do I do that. And I was stressed for a little while there, so yeah, anyway, I'll be wearing a bandana thingy majiggy for a while because I just am embarrassed, and it's a really makes me self-conscious a lot. So I am touching my face. See, I'm touching my face. Gosh. Yeah, I'm also breaking out too because I've been wearing masks a lot. Anytime somebody comes to the door, I wear masks and gloves, and I get medication delivered, and I wash it all down and open it up with gloves on and stuff like that. And I wear a mask when they come to the door. And I had to go pick up some stuff from the pharmacy yesterday, and wear the mask, and now I have like a zit, and like it's like right there. It kind of looks like a cold sore, but it's not. It's a little, can't even see it. You see it? Oh yeah, you can see it. Okay. Yeah, right there. It's like my first zit in a really long time, like a big, like normal zit. And so I'm just like, great. I'm a 39-year-old female with wrinkles because I can't get Botox anymore, and zits. That's life. That is freaking life. So I am grateful. Let me think of things to be grateful for, like every day that we're kind of in this weird world that we're in. I'm grateful for my coworkers who are very patient with me. I am not necessarily the most technologically sound person, and my computer is giving me some hassles. And I have a lot of coworkers that know about technology and stuff like that, so they are able to help me out over the phone when I get lost, sort of, because it's all right now computer based, and all patient interviews are either over the phone or over text or using OTN, which my doctor does as well. So they've been really good about that, helping me through that kind of stuff. And I give them so much credit for going to work every day, knowing that at any given time they could be exposed. And personal protective equipment, like, it's been all over the news. We need it so badly. um, you know we work with vulnerable and you know a sector of street involved people that aren't necessarily aware of exactly what's going on in the world, and they're not taking the necessary precautions because either they just don't want to, or they won't. Which we have to then step up and make sure that we are protecting ourselves. And I only hope and pray and send my thoughts to my fellow coworkers who are braving the front lines with the clients every day. And I can never, ever, ever send my thanks to anybody that is going into work right now, either because they have to, because they can't afford to stay off, or because they're passionate about what they do and they don't want to leave people in the lurch. And I think the majority of my coworkers fall into that second category because they love their jobs and they love what they do and keeping people healthy. And they're brave. And if I could, I would be out there. I would be volunteering with the COVID screening van if I could. There's so many things that I would love to do. Like I did in 2002 when SARS happened. I ran the SARS tents, the SARS screening and decontamination tents down at the General, and it was an amazing experience. I learned a lot about human behavior and people's reactions to things, and it it's noble. And seeing things on the news like Vancouver every night is, at 7:30 they go out on their balconies and their front porches and they bang pots and pans together and show the healthcare system and the nurses and the doctors and the cleaners and the ward clerks and all of that kind of stuff, that we are there behind them and that we will do whatever we can in order to keep people safe and to keep people alive. This is the scariest time that I hope I ever experience in my life. And I know with the trending of infection versus exposure versus, now community spread, we're in this for the long haul. I don't think the kids are going to get back to school this year. I mean, they've, between the strikes and not going back until May, it's just, I don't know what they're going to do. I feel really sad that, a lot of people won't have their proms or, graduation or even birth plans and things like birthday parties or weddings. People just aren't doing it. Some people are choosing to get married with, sort of the justice of the peace thing. They're allowed to do that at the courthouse. Everything else is shut down other than that. And they are, technically married, but they just haven't had the ceremony. And I mean, I don't know. Do they get their money back? Like, it's just like my mom was supposed to go to Italy in May, and that's been canceled. And luckily, she got a full refund, and the trip will happen next year instead. But it's okay to mourn things, and it's okay to feel loss and anger and sadness and confusion and fear and all these things that a pandemic like this brings. We just need to come together as humans and just follow the rules. As somebody who is immunocompromised, I am not going anywhere. I have been out of the house only for medical reasons in the last 3 weeks. I only go to the doctors if I have to, or to my infusions. Most of my doctors, my immunologist, my autoimmune rheumatologist, my Jason On, who's amazing, my immunologist is Dr. Sear. He's amazing. I have a phone appointment on Friday at 1:45 with Dr. Joseph, who is one of the most amazing doctors I've ever met in my entire life. And he is so humble and so noble. And I'm so lucky to have that team. Dr. Hatcher called me at home. She's from the pain clinic to see if I needed anything. People just don't want me to come into the clinics if I don't have to. Not that most of them are open anyways, but I'm really looking forward to talking to Dr. Joseph on Friday, because now that I've started the anakinra, I'm really hoping to reduce / stop the prednisone, because that's the drug that I do believe saved my life in terms of reducing the number of times I got pericarditis, which was still a lot despite being on 50 milligrams. I had 3 flare-ups at that dose. I think 3. The other 7 were when I wasn't on a high dose or any prednisone at all. I'm hoping that he will stop or slowly reduce the colchicine as well, and the azathioprine. Like, if I'm doing the needle, then I should be able to start reducing some things. I'm hoping anyway. I'm not going to push anything, but I think that he will agree with the prednisone, because I've been on it for a really long time. I gained 30 pounds in a very short period of time, and I know I've talked about it before. It makes me very self-conscious. A lot of things right now do. And I'm really hoping that my face goes back sort of to normal. And I was watching some videos of mine, and I think I said this in a vlog earlier, and my face just looks so thin. Now it's just, I don't know, I'm just not happy with the way things are. So I'm trying to get out more, trying to move more. But when you're still working from home, you still have to be there for your clients and for your co-workers and stuff like that. So so anyways, I no longer have any cold symptoms. I was taking some cold medication for a little bit. I don't think I have to continue with that. I did talk to Dr. On about my symptoms, and he said that if they get any worse, especially the chest pain, to go in, but things have gotten significantly better over the last couple of days. So I was actually really nervous and thinking that I had somehow contracted COVID. I think I'm just paranoid about it more so than anything. And I have, like, right now, like, a couple days after my infusions, and then, like, a couple days before, I kind of go through, like, the same side effects. Like, I have sores in my mouth, like, you can't really see, but on my tongue, like, on the sides, like back there, are just full of sores. And they go away in a couple of days, but it makes, like, eating and stuff like that just not pleasant. Makes drinking water for some reason harder. I don't know. And then I usually get, like, muscle aches and sweaty and stuff like that. So similar symptoms to COVID, but they slowly have been decreasing, except for the mouth sores. I don't know what the heck that's from, but I don't know. We'll see. I haven't been eating or drinking anything like that's been spicy or anything like that, so I don't know what that's about. But anyway, I am going to log off and do some work because it is now 10 o'clock and I have about an hour's worth of work to do. Yeah, so I will post this while I'm doing my work, and I hope everybody's having a good day, and I hope people aren't going to stir crazy at home. I don't have anything offhand, but there are things online that you can go to, and like Zoom is an app that you can have multiple people on and have like little, chats with everybody, and just to keep in contact, and FaceTime, Skype, that stuff. But also like looking at your self-care, like you want to be getting up and, getting ready for the day, even though you may not be doing much. It just puts a schedule and a routine into your system. Yeah, so maybe I'll do like a how to survive a quarantine tomorrow, because we've been taught a lot of things as nurses to teach our patients, so I think it's valuable. I'm touching my face again. I gotta stop. I don't know. Oh man, I gotta have like a snap on my like an elastic or something, and every time I touch my face, I should like snap it like really hard, and maybe that will prevent me from doing it. That, and somebody commented the other day that I had a lot of band-aids on my fingers. Well, it's because, again, when I get nervous, not only do I pull my hair, but I also pick my skin really badly, and usually it burns and it bleeds like a maniac, and it becomes grossly infected, and then I just pick more because it feels strangely good, and I don't understand that, because it hurts, but it feels good, and it makes me feel better, but it's a negative coping skill, and these are the things that we need to be aware of, and ensuring that we are not relying solely on poor coping skills. That, yes, we all have them, but we want to make sure that we're using a little bit more common sense during this time, because we don't know how long it's going to go on for. So anyway, that's my little blurble. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you have a good night and aren't going to, stir crazy, which is a terrible phrase, I guess, but, understandable. To all the people that I can't see or can't talk to right now, I love you. I miss you. Please be safe, and peace.